Hello and welcome to Altia Suite. Today I'm going to show you how we can set our delivery limit based off of volume and by weight. To get started, I'm going to show you what the setting is. So we want to go into settings, find your delivery settings. Once you're in your delivery settings, scroll down quite a bit into the middle. Once you get into this section, we have these checkboxes right here. Use the volume capacity for delivery and then be able to set the delivery limit by volume. You can do that for both of them. We can do that for one or the other. I have them both selected here. After you apply that, you can go back into the delivery settings and you'll notice this hyperlink right here to set the delivery limit by volume and weight. Once we click on that, the example I'm going to use is my weekday. So if we hit the new button on there, we can choose a specific location. I chose the Redmond one, and then we can either select a day. So on Sundays, maybe I don't want it to go over 250 weight limit there. So if it goes over that limit, a little message will pop up. If you don't want to do it on a specific day, you can also do this on the calendar here. So on maybe on the 27th of this month, or maybe the month of August, you want to go and set a future date there. So you can definitely do that. So let's say maybe on Mondays, maybe I don't have as much staff, so I maybe want my max weight to be 300, and then maybe the max volume also to be 300. So not too many orders can fit on that kind of volume and weight combination. So you can go ahead and hit the create button. So the example I'm going to be using is this one on Sunday. So I have the max weight set at 500 pounds, or the cubic feet volume limit there is 225 cubic feet. With all this configured, we'll make sure to hit the apply button there. The next section that we want to go into is the actual delivery section itself, and then we want to go into delivery trucks. Now, these settings will not work if your truck is not designated to use the weight and volume capacity. So I'm going to go to the context menu, the three-dotted menu for our delivery truck there, and modify it. Once you get in there, once the settings are enabled, you have to apply the weight and capacity limit there for the truck. So for this specific one, maybe I want to lower this down to only allow 500 capacity for the cubic feet there, and then no more than 300 pounds can fit on this truck. Once you have that configured, we'll go ahead and hit the update button. Now to show you this, I have created an order in my account. It's this one right here. If I go ahead and modify my order, this is for this KitchenAid dual range here. It's got 6 burners on here. If we go ahead and grab the item, I can go ahead and show you what its weight capacity is in the item manager. So inside the item manager, I'm going to modify my product. Again, this setting will only work if you have this setting turned on to be able to go ahead and put in a weight measure and the size measure there. So for this particular product, it weighs around 389 pounds. So it is a pretty big gas range. And then also its cubic feet volume is 5.1 cubic feet. So the system already knows that information. And right now I'm trying to sell one of these. With that in mind, we're going to go over into the pending delivery queue. This is order number 248. So deliveries, pending deliveries, and you get it's right there, but you can always search for the document number as well. So right now I'm only trying to sell one of these. So I can go to checkbox and grab them all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and schedule on the calendar. I have the setting turned on to do auto trips, so I'm gonna go to my delivery truck for today. Now remember that the rule is only set for today, so if I go to any other day, it's not gonna matter because I don't have that threshold set on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and so on, only on a specific date. So if I go to the left click there and place my appointment to create my delivery schedule, before I do anything, I can scroll down to the bottom. And right there, the system note, the total volume is 5.1 cubic feet and the total weight. So it's based off of how many quantity of the item that I have. So I only have one quantity and it's at 389 pounds. If I go to hit the save button, it's going to give us this message. It says this order is overweight by 89 pounds. So it will let you know that how much you're overweight. Now if I go back to my truck, I can go ahead and increase its limit. So maybe my capacity limit is only going to be 400. Now, if I go back into my pending delivery queue and do the same thing, I'll grab my item. I'll go to schedule on calendar, go back to my truck there to create my delivery schedule. Now you'll notice the weight capacity now is 400. So it's definitely below that 389 limit that my gas range is on. So let me take us one slot to deliver, and then I'll hit the save button. As you see, the system now let me go ahead and add that to my calendar. It has created a trip. So now I'm ready to load my truck and get that gas range delivered to my customer. Now, because of that, on this day, I can't schedule any more appointments. So if I try to schedule another appointment, it's going to give me the same system message because it's way overweight because I have only set it to be 400 pounds. So again, just to reiterate, if you go back into your delivery trucks module, here is the columns for the weight capacities and the volume capacities. So just go to the three dots to modify your truck to be able to manipulate those weight capacities. That way the setting can know those thresholds. So that is how to set the delivery limits for your volume and weight capacity in LTS Suite. Thank you.